mask is doing its thing. I want to talk about what happened literally this week for me. Starting off from Monday. So what happened in my life and why I was away for almost, I think it was like 2 weeks that I've been away. I'm not really sure, but I do want to update my viewers on exactly what happened and why I was away for quite some time, really. So, what had happened was my very, very close to me family member passed away. My mommy, she left on Monday morning, maybe in the evening before Monday started, but somewhere between Sunday and Monday she had passed, and I had found her body literally on the bed. So I am actually in her room right now, and this is the backdrop. The backdrop is literally like her area, like everything that, belongs to her is here. Of course, I want to pay my respect to the dead and say that I loved my mom, and I am grateful for this space to be able to film this video here tonight. And I just want to say that this week has passed so quickly for me. Literally, how can I say it? Starting from Monday when it happened, the police came and then the paramedics came. This was the first time that, like a funeral had happened, like somebody passed. I've never seen a dead body, especially being somebody that's very close to me. So, that happened, and I was in a complete state of shock. I was completely like going crazy, kind of. Not really crazy, but just trying to cope with all these emotions of what to do next. Because, it's my mom. What am I supposed to do? What happens next? I loved my mom. We were always on the same page. We were really two different people, but I loved my mom so much. I even started doing TikToks of like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, because I just wanted to kind of like showcase my mourning, and just like talk about it. Despite me having so many people that were coming to support me, that kept checking in on me, I still needed to talk about it somewhere online, especially with my presence usually being online. So it was very difficult, especially her passing on the bed. I kept coming back to that bed, laying on that bed, just trying to feel her. I started praying to God, like repeatedly, trying to talk to my mom, trying to ask her to communicate with me, to try to see her in my dreams, to try to like hear her voice, and literally do anything to feel her, to know that her spirit is with me. Because my mom, she was not so healthy, and she had asthma, and the healthcare system in America literally failed her. That's what happened. She came there times, especially one time when she completely didn't feel good and asked for, they gave her an inhaler basically. She asked for help, they gave her an inhaler. She used that inhaler, it didn't even work. So then we started buying medication from places where she knew she could get it, that was like from our country. And she was taking those, and those really helped her breathe. And then we found an inhaler at one of the stores, like a grocery store, and we started buying that. And then she also got a nebulizer. But I don't know. I can't tell you guys that I know what happened. I kept trying to come up with a reason of why all of this happened, especially when one of my family members, my uncle, came down from out of state, and he came to help with the funeral arrangements. We had found a funeral literally all within this 1 week, so it happened really, really fast, like everything, because even the medical examiner's office, they can't keep a body for such a long period of time. So I just wonder how people even like get by if, you know, they don't have any money. Because I want to let you guys know that the funeral services were 4K, and that's the minimum. That's the minimum that we found, because other services were charging like 6K, 9K, 10K. Like, are you guys crazy? That's what they were charging basically. And all we asked for them was for her to be changed and placed in a coffin so that we can have like some time with her, and then basically cremate her, because I think that's what she would have wanted. And that was 4K basically. Let me wash this off, and then we're gonna apply the second mask. So now I'm gonna go in with this mask right here, this coconut mask. all the services, which is like to have her placed in the coffin, and then for a priest to come and for them to change her into the clothes, like the proper clothes that we wanted her to wear, which was basically just something nice to make her look good, you know. I don't want to see my mom looking crazy in front of like all these people. And mind you guys, what I initially thought was that it was just gonna be me and my uncle that flew down here, but it turned out that so many more people showed up. Actually, it was basically literally everybody, the entire staff almost of the job that she worked at, and then my friends. So literally a lot of people showed up to support. Like, I think I can honestly say that I had felt my mom through all the love and care and support that all these people showed me, because they were checking up on me, they were calling me, they were just like helping me out. They were like, do you need money for food? Like, because they knew it was always just me and my mom, because nobody else, you know, was renting out this apartment. It was just us. And I remember when we moved down to America, when I was like probably 10 or 12, it was like 2013 or 14. I'm 21 now, and my mom passed away at 47 or 48. So I'm still really young. So for me to even judge the way that I take all of this in, you know, it's completely, I can't judge myself for any way that I feel, any way that I react, how I'm coping with all of this, because this is all very fresh and new to me. It's like a wound has been created and I'm trying to heal it. I know that it's way easier for my mom to be with me now, so I'm trying to kind of think of more of the positive things instead of the negative of her being gone, but more so that like whenever she wasn't feeling well, she couldn't be there for me, and she was struggling, and I hated seeing her struggle. Sometimes I would just break down seeing her struggle and her just fighting for her health. You know, she wasn't like completely unfunctional, but you know, she didn't feel good, and I helped her whenever she like asked me to, whenever she wanted my help. I tried to help her, but even I couldn't understand like how bad she was feeling or what she was going through. I just looked at her and I'm like, I know someday this could happen, I just don't know when. And she was the type, my mom is just, she was so funny. She's still funny. She's a funny person. She's a caring person. She's a loving person. If she could adopt all the orphans in the world, she would. That's literally how caring she is. She's supportive, and she helped me out with anything that I needed help with. She was understanding, and she was just like a baddie. My mom was such a baddie. Sorry guys, I went to wash my hands, and the mask has to dry for me to wash it off. So I just want to show you guys a picture of my mom. This is what she looked like. I think she was such a model. like, I think she would probably be proud of me because I did really well, you know, like just from like us calling the ambulance and then getting the funeral arranged to like saying a speech in front of all of these people that came. And you know, I want to let you guys know that during the funeral, when it started, I was like, oh my goodness, like, is it just gonna be me and my uncle? But you know, like I said, many people showed up, and at first I cried a lot. I cried so much on her. And then my friends showed up like later on, and you know, we cried together. And then once, you know, half of the staff went back to work, it was just me and my friends. It was the same friends that I actually spent my 20th birthday with. So for us to, you know, all three of us to just be there, like surrounding my mom's coffin and trying to make like the best situation out of it, because first we were crying, and then after that we tried to make lighthearted jokes, and it really felt so good when I left that place with them, because if I would have just left completely sad, I think that my view on things would be a little different. But I left a lot more calmer. It's like my spirit just felt more at peace, knowing that I got to see her in the coffin, sleeping, and with my friends there, hugging me, bringing their warmth to me, and us just having these lighthearted conversations, talking about how much of a good mother, just amazing mother my mom was, and now like she's always gonna be there with me. I truly felt much better, especially coming back home, because like nothing at the house set right with me, like before the funeral. But now it feels a lot better. It feels a little bit more calmer. But don't get me wrong, we had a lot of plans. We had like a trip coming up. We were gonna move, and I think like I'm gonna go through with all of the plans that she wanted me to do, like as if I'm completing her side missions, because I think that's what she would have wanted. I don't think that she would want me to stay in this apartment forever. And of course, while I did want to completely move out of this complex, it would cost a lot more. So I am just gonna find another place within the complex where I could go, because you know, even though there's no opportunity to completely get out of this place, there's opportunity to at least get something within this complex. So I still have time to mourn. I still have my mom nearby, and mentally I don't think that she's like in this apartment. I feel like she's at the beach somewhere, like she's relaxing somewhere. I don't think that she would want to stay here, because she never wanted to really stay here or be here. I think because of her health, she was always at this apartment, but I really feel like she would rather go and be somewhere else by the beach. I think I saw her last Facebook said that like almost at the beach or something like that. So I just know that her spirit's at the beach. What else can I tell you guys? As for me, I'm gonna continue my mom's legacy. I am a part of her. I'll always be a part of my mom. I carry my mom with me, because like, I'm her DNA. I'm my mom. I'm a piece of my mom. And knowing that, I feel a little better. Of course, I'm still completely sad about the situation, but it's a lot more calmer now. I'm not, like, falling to the ground and rolling around the floor, begging for my mom to hold me, because that's what I was doing for at least 2 or 3 days. I'm a little bit more at ease, and I'm crying a little bit less. And today, I think, yesterday and today, I finally ate a little bit of, like, bigger meals. Drank some water too, because I was not, like, eating properly, drinking properly this week, but I kind of started to. So I just have to keep pushing. I can't do anything about what happened with my mom, and even if she was alive, she would have always been struggling with her health, from, like, even if it was minimal. I tell myself that it's better for her to be free and not, like, physically be in a body that is keeping her away from doing what she loves. And instead of, like, suffering all this, like, it's a lot better for her to be free from her physical being. I've just been very, like, spiritual about all of this, because people have been telling me that, this is all a way of God doing what he knows is best for us, what was best for my mom that day. Like, back to what I was saying, like, when we were trying to figure out what had happened to her, and when I found her, my uncle came down and he told me also what he thought had happened. But there are so many things that I think I could blame myself for. And I think, as humans, we all do that when we love someone. Even, like, if people, get divorced, they start blaming themselves as to, what they could have done. So it's the same when somebody dies. But, there's no right way to cope. Anybody that is coping with the death of a family member, a close one, whoever they are, just know that you should be surrounding yourself with people that care about you. If you don't have anybody that's, coming close to you, when you need them, to just go be with somebody, like, literally. And if you don't have anybody, go outside. It's better to go outside, sit on the grass, go to a park, journal, do, like, a video, talk to God, pray to God. I was actually in an Uber today, and we were driving, and I told this lady that I'm going through grieving my mom's death, and this lady told me that her mom passed away when she was 6 years old, and this lady is grown now, and her ability to heal the wounds from her mom passing when she was 6 has, like, prolonged as far as to, like, her healing later on in her adulthood, because she told me that she had healed her wounds 3 years ago, like, from the day that we talked, basically. So, I don't know how long this is gonna take me to heal. But then she had a little jar, and I asked her what was in the jar, and she said that, like, it's love letters from God. told myself in my mind, if I had a pleasant conversation with this lady, and if she were to tell me, hey, like, grab one if you want, I'll grab it, but if not, it's just not meant to be. But she told me to grab one, and I did, and this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna open it up for you guys and read it. It says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion. Therefore I will wait for him. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. Lamentations 3:22-25. It's very beautiful. I have yet to exactly understand, what that means. I don't read the Bible much. We practice the religion Orthodox in my country, which is like praying to different gods, and it looks, our religious prayers look a lot different in our book than the Bible itself. But maybe I will start reading the Bible, who knows. All I know right now is that I'm gonna try to make more videos for you guys. Just know that it is emotionally difficult for me sometimes, and sometimes I'm just gonna cry. But other times I might be filled with joy, and I might overcome the sadness. Of course, I'm gonna keep praying to God. I think that's the right thing to do. I don't, however you want to go about a death is up to you guys. But as for me, that's what I'm doing, and that's what helps me. My mom was an amazing person, and she raised me to be completely independent, to love myself, to love literally everyone around me, to forgive people, to give chances to people, to make my own money. I love my mom so much. I love her so much. Sometimes I don't know what I'm, doing without my mom already. But I feel like she's pushing me in some way. She's telling me, you need to keep doing this or go do that. I don't hear her voice. But in my mind, I'm like, I know this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. It's like subconsciously, maybe because I'm a part of her, maybe because of what we talked about in the past, I'm just I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because that's what my mom would want. And life is good. Life is good. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, especially for the funeral, because I would hate to try to paycheck just to help my mom and pay for her funeral. But my family members came through and helped with that. So I'm grateful, and I know she is too. Her body is, resting, and her spirit is free to be wherever she wants to be. And that I just have to accept that she's now in the spirit form with me by my side somewhere, maybe sometimes. Yeah. I just want you guys to know that if you guys are also struggling about these situations differently, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I recommend that you guys do. And remember all the good times. Keep your families or your close ones' names alive. Don't forget them. Keep them alive. Whoever's telling you throw away all their